as an offensive line group, how do you think you guys played?
I think we played good. I think we played good, but I mean I think that we have a lot of room for improvement. I believe that we have to come out this week with the mentality that we have to get the job done now since we have Greg and Avery when they have a few games under their belt now. So I believe that we got to come out with the mentality this week to get the job done with the improvement stuff. But I believe that we're going to get that done this week.
Talk about Avery playing beside him. Seemed like he had a pretty good game for a guy out there for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, Avery, once he was a little nervous, but I mean, he was my roommate in the hotel, and I talked to him the whole day and stuff. So I was like, you know, once you get the first snap over with, that first hit, he'll be good. And after he got that first snap, it was just like practice to him. So, I mean, it just felt just like practice, like the speed and everything started slowing down for him. But, I mean, as long as he keeps getting more and more, like, learning everything like that, it's going to keep getting slower and slower for him. But I believe that he was pretty good next to me. So,
were you surprised at how well he played?
I wasn't surprised, but I was surprised that he played that good, but I wasn't shocked. You know, I knew that he was going to come out. I knew he was going to come out with the mentality, with the person in front of him, and knowing that he's going to be somebody bigger and better than him. But I believe that Avery came out and played the best game he's going to play.
So you're his roommate the night before the game.
Yeah.
What was his demeanor? Just kind of jittery, or?
Well, he wasn't really jittery, but he was just like, he just didn't want to really think about it. He just wanted to, you know, just let it settle off and all that stuff. I told him, like, he's asked me how it was, and I was just like, once you come out that tunnel and you see all those fans, you're gonna feel that nervousness at first. Cause I mean, I started to feel it. I don't know why I started to feel it, but once I got to the stadium, I was good. But when he came out the first stadium, he just came up to me and was like, man, he hit me. I was just like, once you get that first hit, you'll be fine.
What did he tell you after the game? He said you're right, or?
Yeah, he said I was right, cause like when he was talking to Coach Grimes always came up to him. He was like, "You good now?" And he just started smiling and stuff, like he was ready. So I believe that he came over and he grew up some more this weekend. So.
How big is it for you guys to get Reese back?
I mean, it's pretty big to get Reese back. I mean, coming back with that means that we have more experience now, and I know that Reese is going to come back with the mentality that he's going to get better. So, I mean, no matter how things go, I know Reese is going to get the job done.
When you look back, what are the couple of positives that you take out of that first game as an offense?
I think we worked together, and I think that we came in with the mentality to run the ball, and I think we did that. So, I mean, I believe that we came in there with the mentality that we were going to run the ball most of the game. So, I mean, having Trey open these holes for Trey, open these holes for Ontario, I believe that we came in there, we did the job as an offense.
How different is it as an offensive lineman when you have a guy like Trey who, I mean, it's kind of an explosion for him every time he touches the ball. And it don't have to be a big crease either. He just kind of explodes through it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the good thing about Trey. I know that we can just open up a little gap for him and he's gone. So, I mean, as long as we get our job done and get everything solved out for him, I know that he can fill the equation up and then it's go. So, I mean, Saturday he proved that. So, I mean, I believe that this weekend if we approve of stuff we have to approve on, and I just know that if we give Trey that little gap or a big gap we give him Saturday, I believe that he's going to take it for 6.
Despite the disappointment of losing, do you feel like offensively that game kind of added some confidence for you guys in what you can do down the road?
Yeah, I believe that. So, I mean, the way it felt bad for the game knowing that we lost and all that, but, I mean, having seen the stuff that we could do and stuff that we could have had so many plays that could have scored touchdowns if we just blocked it the right way or something like that. But I believe that it gave us so much confidence that we know that we can do these things if we could just put the things together. And I believe that we have room for improvement for that. And I believe that this week we're going to maintain all that, and then by Saturday we're going to fix all those problems. And then by Saturday we're going to do good and put all those together and hopefully have a good game and have a win.
What will you tell the young guys about what it's like to go play on the road? Cowbells and all that stuff.
It's gonna be loud. It's gonna be loud. You ain't gonna be able to hear each other. It's just how all SEC games are. If you go away to SEC game, you're not gonna be able to hear. So I mean, I told them that you guys want to get prepared for that. And this week we're gonna practice with that. We're gonna have the loud stuff on the loud cowbells. I mean, it's gonna get annoying. That's how cowbells are. I mean, it's just I don't know why, but I mean, they got to get ready for that. So I mean, I believe that they will get ready for it.
First time you were at a game in Starkville, were you surprised just how many cowbells there?
Yeah, I never thought that it could be over that many cowbells. I don't know who made those many cowbells in my life, but I mean, they did it, and the way it affects their defense a lot because, I mean, for us not to be able to hear the snap count and jump off sides and stuff like that, it affects their defense a lot. And I believe that we're going to go down there and shut them Cowboys up.
What does it take in a two-man offense to get the blocking scheme right? Is it so much more about doing and less about thinking?
I think in the two-man offense, you just have to know everything that's going on. I mean, you got to know the situations, you got to know where you're at, the down distance, and you got to be able to know who you're going to block that time. I mean, it's not time to panic or anything like that. You just have to slow it down and stuff like that. So I believe that in a two-man situation that's what we're going to mostly maintain and work on this week because, I mean, you never know when you're going to be in that situation like we were Saturday. But the main thing key about it is not to panic in a situation like that. You got to take time, slow it, block it the right way, and stuff like that. Just like I'm the game to you, but I mean, it's just faster. But you just can't panic right now, and then you got to play it out in too many situations. Hopefully, you can score.
How about the red zone?
The red zone is something we got to prove on big time. I mean, you got to be able to score in that. I mean, you can't have penalties to back you up like we did. We can't. That's the main thing. We got to be efficient in the red zone. So I mean, I believe that we're going to work on that this week too. So
Mississippi State, SCBD days, their players made no bones about it, and they really want to beat you guys, especially without the last 2 years win. I mean, I know it's cliche. I know every week matters, every week's personal and all that, but is there something about Mississippi State with how the last couple of years have gone and the fact that you know that they really do want to take you guys on?
Yeah, I know they have the mentality that they're going to have to beat up, and they've been losing to us the past 3 years, and I believe that they're going to come out with they're going to tired of losing us. So I mean, we're going to have to come out there with a mentality that it's always came down to the wire. I mean, it's always came down to that last minute second touchdown, that last minute second stop, or something like that. So I mean, one of the teams is going to have to. We're going to see who's being more physical. So I mean, that's all the SEC is about, being more physical. But I believe that we're going to be the more physical team out there.
How great is the time in a race? Because Josh Boyd is one of the big guys inside there. Defensive line, the defensive line is pretty good. But
Josh Boyd is going to be. He's going to be. That's one of the experienced defensive line and stuff. So I believe that's going to having Reese back. I believe that's more experience that he knows that because Reese played him last year. So I mean, I know he's going to have more experience with him. You know, with me and John right there with him. So I believe that we're going to have more experience with him, and the rest of them is just going to come good. It's going to come apart like that. So I believe we're going to get the job done. So.
Anything else?
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.